talk to me a little bit about how you guys got to know each other, how you guys became friends?
You know what? I've always watched him play. You know, Manchester United. When we got there in '92, I remember the kick that you made.
You're a Manchester United fan, is what you're saying?
Yeah. When he was there, it's like,
of course.
Beckham, like that kick you made.
Yeah.
You know, the 40-yard line, the halfway line. I was like, this guy's got some. This guy's amazing. I remember that. It was just, and I remember because I was making films here in England, and then of course, you know, I mean, I played football, soccer there.
It must be
decades.
24 years now that we've known each other. And, you know, Tom's such a big sports enthusiast. So, you know, he loves all sports, but he's always been a big fan of football. And, you know, he's been such a huge supporter of me, you know, for a long time.
So
you know, coming to the games.
2007 win with Real Madrid. I went to that match to see you win La Liga.
So winning La Liga, Tom was there.
So he called me. He's like, "This is my show. You want to come here and do it?" I was like, "Okay. What have you got me? What have you got me into?"
I was like, "You're not very busy. Can you just come along?" Is it the last Mission Impossible?
It's called The Final Reckoning.
Come on.
30 years.
You can do one more.
30 years. You got to look at it. I'll show you. Look. Here's the thing. I'll show you this clip. If you guys want to see this.
Yes, we would love to see it.
You tell me when.
You're going to talk us through it?
Yeah, I'll talk you through. Now, this is basically us. We shoot the rehearsals on this particular one. It took decades to be able to figure this out. I'm transferring from one thing to the next. Obviously, I climbed down from that helicopter. The things that I have to know are, I'm a helicopter pilot. I have to understand that. I have to understand this. What the pilot is doing underneath me. I'm watching that propeller so it doesn't hit me or the helicopter above. You can see when you see the movie, on this particular thing, we're shooting the rehearsals.
I don't want to ask an inappropriate question, but what's the worst possible outcome here?
Death.
Well, firstly, he's not wearing a parachute.
Yeah.
So.
Why would you do that? Why would you choose not to wear the parachute?
For the people. For the entertainment.
Look at this.
So, okay, this is a dumb question maybe, but I don't do movies. Can people tell if you're wearing the parachute? If there was a kind of a safety apparatus in place, people would know?
You know what? When you see the film, you understand what that character's doing and what these guys, like the amount of time it took to get to that. And when you see the film, you'll see how that works. But the stuff, look, it makes a difference for the audience when they're seeing it. They can feel it. And it's also what we're doing with the story and the character.
Can we do a thing? Because in here we're quite protected from the sound, right? But it is insanely loud out there. Can we open the door just so people get a sense of if we had things open, how loud it would be right now? This always feels to me. We're good. Simon, we're good. We're good. Thank you. Always feels to me, Tom, like it's just such a different sports environment to an American sports environment. I live in LA and I understand you have like intense crowds in America as well. I think college sports I maybe haven't experienced enough to know how intense it can get.
Oh, it can. Like you go to a college football game, you have that atmosphere. You've seen it. You know, there's different environments and different stadiums around. Hockey can be very intense. So you can have this kind of, but look, anything like live events. You know, my movies, I make them for the cinema, for community, for people to experience it. And I think of these athletes, I mean, I've been an athlete my whole life. I'm an extreme athlete for the things that I do, parachuting, paragliding, everything. That identification, when I'm making a film, every day is like this. I have to be 100% every day, like I don't get it back. I think about these athletes, and I know you and I have talked about it, what it takes, how to pace yourself, how do you do it, how do you train, how do you mentally prepare yourself for these moments. It's, you know, and when I'm making a movie, it's over sometimes a year. You know, when I go to sprint, I have to be just as fast on the first take as the 50th.
We don't have much positive to talk about, David.
We don't, you're right. We don't.
It's tough times.
It's tough times. It's tough times. But I'm, you know, I don't like seeing some of the things that are going on at the club. You know, on the pitch is what counts. But in all honesty, I'm seeing a lot of things that are not on the pitch that are not okay in my eyes as a fan and as a lover of Manchester United.
You're talking about at a boardroom level?
No, I'm talking about, you know, sometimes the way players are acting. You know, you have to represent the brand. It's not, sorry, not the brand. You have to represent the badge.
The badge, yeah.
And that's what it's about. And I've seen a lot of things where players are not acting in the right manner. You know, we were a part of a team that was so well-mannered, We understood what it meant to play for Manchester United. We understood what the badge meant. Wherever we travelled, whether it was in Europe, whether it was in Asia, you respected the fans. You respect the fans, you respect the fact that they're turning up, paying money and wanting you to sign and take pictures. You respect that. I don't see that. I don't see it with, I'm not saying it's all of the players, I'm saying it's one or two that are disrespecting that, and I don't like that. It's a great night.
And then you go to Galaxy and you basically lifted the entire sport in America and redefined it.
And is it right that you
single-handedly
you threw him a welcome
Oh,
party?
absolutely. I had everyone.
Oh, mate.
And everyone wanted to come.
The party of all parties.
Yeah, it was.
When Tom says he's going to throw a party for you and your family, oh my goodness.
It was, we had the DJ, everybody came from, honestly, everyone came.
And I think it might have been my birthday around that time.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, like halfway through the night, I hear Happy Birthday singing, and I turn around and Stevie Wonder's singing Happy Birthday to me.
Yeah.
Oh my
friend of mine.
God.
And then
all my friends, like everyone came.
incredible.
Everyone, and they were so excited to be there, to meet
It was
to welcome you.
Did he sing the Stevie Wonder Happy Birthday to you?
He sung the Stevie Wonder
Yes, he
Happy
did.
Birthday. It was
Yes, he
like
did.
I looked around.
Stevie was like,
it was the party of all
That's
parties,
iconic.
and only Tom could do that, and Will at the time, he was a big part of it as well. And at one point, I turned around on the dance floor. Will was rapping, and Jazzy Jeff was like dancing, and it was
so
amazing.
fun. LeBron was there. He flew in.
Yeah,
everybody came.
You knew you'd arrived in LA.
I knew I'd arrived in LA. I turned around to Dave, my best friend since we were 14 years old. He looked at me and went, "You've changed. You've changed." He said, "We've lost him." So that was the end of Huge.
So we had Guy Ritchie with us, who's also a friend of David's.
I know Guy.
You know
He's a
Guy?
friend of mine, yeah.
Well, Micah did an impromptu audition for him because Micah
How'd it go?
fancies himself as an
I
actor.
didn't see that. It went really well.
He hasn't recorded
Yeah.
that.
Get the job?
I got any tips for me or anything?
He's not seen
I
your
tell you.
work.
A little bit of role play?
Well, I'll take you through.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm going to take
You want to do it right now?
Yes.
Or are we going to do it off camera?
It's up to you.
What kind of character do you want to play?
I want to play a sad character.
Sad?
Because everyone always says I'm energetic. I want to play sad.
What?
Yeah.
You play an energetic character.
Okay, well, not a boss.
Whatever you want. You want to play a sad character?
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Okay, what you got for me? Role play.
Just
Anyway, come on.
Sorry,
Got bigger fish to
Hold it.
fry. Let's go.
to be inside.
no. Go back to being sad. We get.
Okay, really sad?
Hold it. No. That's too much.
That's too much.
overacting.
Let me help you. No. Here. Wait 1 second. Let's see if we get it out. Okay.
Go on, Big Meeks.
Okay. Wait 1 second. Okay. 1 second. Can I just look at me right now? Now, all you have to do is just dip your head, slow. And put your eyes down. There you go. You did it. Crushed it. You crushed it. We'll work on it a little bit, but you did a good job.
Jumping in for 1 second, Tom, I don't know if you feel the same, but it feels like there's not really enough trophies in the room, so it feels like we could add a few more into the mix. Let's add 7 more into the mix.
A few more
Mr.
rings.
Tom Brady. Welcome along the GOAT. Good to meet you.
you doing?
Great to meet you.
Good to see you. What's up, man?
Sorry.
Long time no see.
Oh, man.
Great to see you. Congrats on the movie.
Hey, man, thank you.
Killing it like always.
Thank you.
What's up, my man? How you doing? We're in
have
your
you
part
met
of the
Thierry
world.
before?
Terry, what's up?
How are you? You all right?
I'm doing good. Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Thanks for having me on.
Greatness.
Greatness.
How nice is this?
Whoa.
I don't
You
really
guys
know.
might have the best view in the house.
Not a bad view, is it? I'm sure your view is okay too.
Mine's pretty good. This is unbelievable.
Who knows who? Obviously, David, these are friends of yours, so we know you know everybody. Tom, did you already know? You guys know each other?
Absolutely.
How far do you guys go back?
I met you at the ESPY Awards.
Long time ago.
A long time ago, right?
Almost
when
20
you
years
started.
ago.
That was 20 years ago, right when you started.
Wow, what happened? How did we
I
get
know,
out?
man. That's 20 years,
Oh my
man.
God. Blink of an eye, 20 years later, sitting here
Still
in
going.
Munich.
Yeah, here we are.
Can we talk about football ownership for a second? Because obviously we've got 3 people invested in
Sure.
football ownership over here. We've got Thierry, who's in Serie
Yeah,
A
you
with
guys.
Como.
Yeah.
David, obviously into Miami, but
Yeah,
you've
but
also
also-
got Salford now as well.
Yeah.
What do you know about Salford, Tom? No, no, so you do?
Yeah, I do. I know that he's
Okay, I like it.
Yeah,
he's got it. I know he's got it. He's got the team.
Yeah.
And you're obviously with Wrexham. We should say congratulations, by the way.
Birmingham City.
Birmingham.
You know what? We beat Wrexham.
We got you.
Let's talk about
No,
Wrexham.
you know what?
We kicked their ass this year multiple times.
Yes, you did.
So,
Yes,
It's okay,
I was
we'll help
I
you.
haven't watched
pretty
the
good.
show yet.
What
I'm
was
so
it, Tom?
sorry.
Help us to help. What was it, the line?
Help me, help you.
Help me. You see?
Help
Come
me,
on.
help you.
There you go.
gosh.
Help me.
I apologize.
It's okay.
I apologize.
You see?
Yeah. We could do that. It's
Help
been,
me
we
to-
joked one
help
time
me.
because I live in Miami.
Yes.
And I said, Dave, how can you own a team in Miami? And I have a team in Birmingham.
Right.
That's
And
exactly.
he goes, have you ever been to Birmingham? That says a
I
matter
love
of fact.
Birmingham.
I know you do.
Yeah.
You know, with partly to do with the manager, but then partly to do with
Désiré Doué. Unbelievable. Wow.
Wow, be careful. Wow. But hey,
Wow.
no.
Wow.
First and foremost, there's zero to finish, but what Ousmane Dembele did in midfield, the way he controlled the ball, and
Yeah.
This club was founded in 1970. It's a very young club in terms of the story of football, very young club. In the suburb of Paris before, they had a section in the stadium where, let's say, they were a bit rough, a bit. If you had my color, you couldn't walk a certain way. So for me, I'm remembering that Paris Saint-Germain and what the Qatari and what Nasser and what this club and what the fans did build recently in order for a family to be able to go at the stadium, that people can recognize themselves, that whether if you're black, Muslim, Jewish, or whatever you believe in your life, whatever, you can go to the place and enjoy a game. Now it's a team that is going to be successful in Europe. So at one point, it's not always so much about what you're going to win, it's how you did it and how you rebuild that community. Because I tell you, in my time, going to the Parc des Princes was rough. When I said to you, rough. So listen, it's so nice to see, and I couldn't be more happy for a team like them, because they've been at one point a team that everyone was laughing at, and nobody can laugh anymore.
but
For me-
but this is his club.
For sure. For me, it's like the New York Giants. Like, I never, ever wanted to leave the New York Giants. What people don't understand is the reason you heard me talking about what was going on is because I was pissed, because this was an organization I got drafted to. They believed in me.
Yes.
Where I come from in college, if we lost one game, our season was over. So if the Giants went and won a Super Bowl, I would be happy. But deep down inside,
You're like,
I wanted to be the
you
one.
wanted the one to bring one,
No question.
another one.
Right.
So it's definitely, you'll always hold that. But then, if someone like me, I went to the LA Rams, won a Super Bowl,